Back to part number 4 of my Imperator Rome playthrough as Epirus. We're doing very well. Taking these barbarous territories. We have manpower challenges. We have gold rich. We are gold rich. We're able to hire mercs at our leisure. We're allied with Rome, so don't have to worry about them. They have a positive opinion of us. They've drawn us into an offensive war against Carthage. We're happy. We don't care. We burn most of our aggressive expansion down via our Epirus as well as our tyranny. I haven't really done much to get the tyranny up other than sell all of the characters we capture, the tribal chiefs and such, into slavery. We're going to go and capture more of them. I have a claim here against Epirus. At some point we'll trigger this lot here. We'll hire the same 2 mercs we just let go. I don't know whether they're actionable as yet. This one is here. This one is still recovering. If not, we'll find another. There's no rush. We need to burn down some AE. We make a lot of money, as you'll note. We have 2 cities going up. And we have quite a few pops about that I'd like to get into cities where they'll be more prone to be loyal and can be reasoned with relative to assimilation, etc. Most of the territories we're in are Hellenic. We're about to take some Druid pops, which is why I want to get these cities in order. I want to be able to move these Druidic pops out and down to this area here, where our cities are, and will vastly outnumber the Druidic and wrong culture pops. So we can mix them and match here. The Druidic, whatever, Epirus will assimilate and such at a slower pace, but it doesn't really matter because they'll be under the threshold, and the city will maintain its loyalty. It's wildly positive. I intend to keep it that way. You mix a few of those guys here, and you remove them from here. These guys will convert and assimilate faster. And you can use the wrong culture, wrong religion for promoting to freemen at some point in these cities. We're actually have more freemen here than we need. So the more pops we get here, we'll be able to raise that ratio so that these wrong cultures will be promote to freemen, but no further, leaving the 13 primary culture pops free to promote up to nobles and citizens. You'll note we need quite a few of them. Along those lines, I'm going to build another city in one of these provinces in the interest of gearing up for the influx of pops. We already have quite a few here already. As I just noted, most of them are Hellenic, but there are going to be more than a few here as well in these territories, and we need to house them in a loyalty-friendly manner. So there's a city that can be built here. Should I build it on farmland? Perhaps it would be more advantageous. We could get some sort of bonus. We could remove this fish, but some other resource would pop up. But here, it's very close to this province. It's adjacent, so we can move the pops down from, say, here to here, and then this territory, and then boom, right into our new city, which is exactly where I'm going to build it. Right there. I plan probably to build another city, perhaps here on this farmland as well. Along those lines. I'm thinking maybe that I can move the capital one more time and then torque out the capital province. I mean, this area is not bad, but I haven't really done anything with it as yet. And we could move the city, the capital, up to here for a fairly meager cost of in PI. And there's a lot of farmland that can be, you can create cities on these agricultural areas, fish, etc., and you can get yourself silk and or dates or whatever else might or might not pop up, dyes. And it's closer again to these territories here where we can move the pops down to the capital as opposed to here, and then what would it be, here and then here to this territory, and then here and then here and then here and then. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. Let some time pass. Looks like the Romans are at it again. I say more power to them. I'm going to take these areas here. Our city just popped here. We can get some Hopefully some primary culture pops. I'm going to arrange to get as many primary culture pops here as possible. I spent all my money, but did get 13 pops up here to this new city of Parinthos. Again, this is going to be a sit and forget here for some time. Really, there's a bunch of slaves, and they're not really doing anything anytime soon. We need to get the slave promotion, surely. Another city here. We need to get some primary culture pops up here as well. Alright, I'm going to hire this merc and get him moving up toward that would-be front that's about to open up. This one can wait a little while. I'll get back to you when we are ready to declare this war. Another city. Senia here, I see. We are running out of pops, so we have a fair clip of money, but I'm pretty sure we don't have the primary culture pops. I'm going to do what I can within the means that I have. There are 9 slaves here in Dacia that are primary culture, and they are not going to promote really anytime soon, so let's move some of them up to Senia from our large city here. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll call it 5. And then we'll move more pops from wherever into this city, just checking the... I see the histories on the board. I see we have that set, didn't we? Well, I need to find essentially another 4 Epiriotes. Alright, I dredged up some here, so we are still a cultural majority here in our legacy city. We have 6 primary here. We can move up to 2 more Histrians. As well as it looks like we have some about town here as well. A Qatari, Labunian. Let's see, another Labunian. Scordicians. We'll move some Scordicians in as well. That's all under the threshold here. We should be primary religion positive as well. Just leave that be and let some promotion happen. I'll take the PI. She's done it again. She's not really all that impressive either. I think she has 8s and 9s. It's not bad. We could use the stability. Our glorious ally Rome is headed, I believe, off in this direction. I can't help but like that idea. I think it's a great idea for him. Well, here goes nothing. Let's declare this war. The same combatants there, and it's on. We have 2 really large merc stacks that should go quite well for us. First levy of Bohemian. Let's come down here. We're going to catch him out, hopefully, and dispatch him. I'm going to assault this fort. We've done it. Let's see what we'll do now. Can go here. Let's go there, and then we'll recover our food. What there is, there's nothing to recover. This is a problem. Perhaps we should just group up here and be happy. Various smaller battles going on, nothing really major. We're just we're winning essentially almost all the time. We could have a lot of PI for most of our manpower, or just pay a meager fee and take 45. We're going to take 45. We've taken this fort there. Let's go down here. We have this army headed over in this direction. We caught a shattered army out here. We should win handily. This siege is oddly enough proceeding. It looks like we can go down here and put it to this guy as well. Glorious victory. We should win a victory here as well. I moved my proper taxes out. We're going to assault this fort right now, see if we can get this ball or this war finished. We've done it. Let's take that last province there. We'll get out of this area as well. We should be able to separate piece out here. Yikes. 16 aggressive expansion for what? Well, apparently that, I'm reading that right, all right. Well, we'll take it. On we go. We have passed over the popularity threshold necessary for deification. We're at 90, so we are going to deify our glorious ruler here immediately. As Hades. And I believe Epirus is the man for the job here. What is that, 8? So there we go, that's better. I adjusted the stats up as per the playlist description. I'm going to give +2 stats for any and all characters. The only ones I'm really going to adjust are the rulers. The penalty is that I won't be able to build any of those buildings, and the boon is I won't have to have this constant tutoring and constant reminder regarding various matters. And there's another huge boon, is that we're going to be able to get a free provincial improvement. What am I going to do with it? I'm not going to abuse it or anything. I'm just going to use it to increase the capacities with the infrastructure here. We could use it for trade routes. It generally don't. Well, whatever the case is, it is something that I want to play with, and it's not something I'm going to worry about. But once we move our capital here, I'm going to start pounding this capital area here with these provincial infrastructure spending, and we'll see if we can get a very large mega city or mega province rolling along. So far as I know, the only other character that comes with a base automatic provincial improvement is the Seleucids over here. I don't know whether he's still alive, or he is still alive. He could have it as well. But with the +2 that I'm giving to all of the characters based on the poor performance of said characters going into leaving the early and into the mid and late game, I just give a blanket +2 across the board. I think it's +3 for Diadoches that I usually give. I'm not worried about it. That's the way that this game is getting played. I highly recommend it. Let's get on with the war. It does help if you actually do deify your ruler, which we're going to do right now. Let's assault this fort. Yikes. What's going on? Just stack wipe these guys, stack wipe more, and we should finish this up in short order. Another, boom. So we'll finish this war. And then stand down. It looks like we're going to be stood down for quite some time, as our aggressive expansion is quite high relative to the no higher than 20 we have been running for a long time. I sold those characters off into slavery. We'll build another city here in Ionia. Not a barracks, but a city. Building some aqueducts here in Dacia, or Dacia. And I'm going to try to move the capital up to this province here. For no other reason, just because it's hard to get pops down to this far deep into Illyria. So what do we have? We have a city here that has some capacity. Anyone but Histrians can go to that city. In fact, let's see about moving any non-Histrians in there. We have one of our primary culture, another Carnians. We can move as many as we please from there. Where did these guys come from? There seem to be quite a few of them about, are there? So I have a Histrion and a Taliote. So one more Histrion we could even move. Okay. Let's go on to the next city here. This is Senia. And we have... Yeah, we need more primary culture pops there. So if we go like this and grab some of those other pops that we would stumble across, one here, and then, well, just one. Well, one is better than none. So I'll have 4 from this area, and that skews that up to 10, so we can move quite a few pops from various areas, irrespective of really much of anything. We'll just move them. What are we looking at now? Histrions and Laborians, so no more Laborians. I have a couple of Histrions we can move in. Durians, Dalmatians, and we're over the limit, so we'll move them, say right here. We're here in our new city. On to the next. Okay, so this war is over, and I took a look at some of these provenances, and they are coming down really hard and really fast because they are wrong religion and wrong culture. So our days of happy provincial loyalties are over. Our ability to build cities is, well, going to be taxed relative to our need to move these pops the heck out of these areas and down into these coastal territories here, where we'll build aqueducts as well. So that's what we're going to do for the next foreseeable future as this AE comes down. I don't really see much else happening other than pops moving out as quickly as possible. Let's see here. So this is a long provenance. We need to get some pops into this city. Primary culture as well. That's what we were just discussing. I'm going to see if I can dredge up some primary cultures here, move them up here, and then move some of these wrong culture guys down. And spending all my money shuffling pops about. Rome is at another war here somewhere. Looks like this tribe there will take it. We may as well take the 5% conversion speed here. We're going to go down to formulatic worship ASAP anyway. In fact, we're going to do that right now. One of our the religious innovation just hit, or technologies. So we get integrated culture happiness, and then we'll get another 0.5 tick for the conversion, as well as a 15% bonus. Let's let the month tick over, and we'll see exactly what happens there. What is this? I see. So let's pick any random territory that is going to be wrong religion, which would be here. It's not bad. It's not bad, really. We have a 0.5 and a 0.25 tick, as well as quite a few bonuses. It'll happen. It'll happen. Are we going to get a few revolts up here before it happens? Maybe. Looks as though the decade just ticked over. We can grab, we're maxed out on mill experience as well. We're going to take our tradition and see what we can do with it. At some point we could head up towards Persian tradition lands. That's not a poor idea. Are we going to be there? How long is it going to take to get there? It's going to be some time, really. We could get up here, I suppose. I'd imagine this is a Persian tradition. It must be. It is, though. It is. I think it's a Scythian culture group. So, again, it's going to be a while before we make it over there. In between then and now, I think we could probably do with a siege bonus of 10%. So we'll take that and carry on. Our legions are popping, thank goodness. We probably can... let's see what can be done here. We'll have another, maybe we'll get a supply siege engineer. And we'll have another heavy infantry there. Poor Massilia. Romans called us in. They love us. We'll see if Phanagoria can win for the third time. Our city here in Ionia just popped. Need to get more primary culture pops there as well. Let's see how we're doing. I would imagine not very. We still have a lot of pops up in here, and they are still bleeding really badly hard. There's a dead mic here. It's going to go on for about 2 minutes or thereabouts. Let's proceed here. I'm not exactly sure what we were doing. I think Rome just declared war on Carthage, hoping they won't come and ravage any of our territories. We built those couple of cities. Put a theater there. There are a lot of pops up in the northern aspect there that are wrong culture and wrong religion. We're going to start to move them down. Theater should help. I don't think we'll need a temple. Carthage showed up. Unfortunately, they dropped a 10 stack, called up a merc. We have our legions fairly decent size now, 5. Caught him out. And it's not going well for him. I think he was a 4 marshal. And we'll take an errant technology here for provincial loyalty. A slight uptick. I don't think it'll make all that much difference, but it's something. The research is decent. I think we're going to stack wipe this guy right now. Yeah, we do. It's over. Gonna stand down that merc. If Carthage comes back, we'll just call up another. I adopted this guy. He's a 13 finesse. We'll plop him down on the national tax. We're going to declare, make a claim against Raetia. Wait for it to hit and then declare war there. They're all Hellenic up there, or at least mostly so. So it should be more pops that we can move into our would-be capital territory, which we're going to move up. I'm not exactly sure as the prominence name, but it's closer to the action than our present location in Illagracia. Let's use our first augmented omen here for free provincial improvement as well as some money. Let's see what the Hades does for us. Got us a little bit of money. I've been spending what money I have to move wrong religion, wrong culture pops down from these territories down to here, from this territory here, and then to this long territory here. They ended up in this city right here that we just built a while back and is in the process of promotion. It's slow going. It's 100% slaves at present. Well, they will promote at some point, I'm sure. Perhaps we should get some more pops in here as well. Let's see, 13, anything under that threshold will work. We don't really have any. Well, let's check the status of the Legion. It's now at 11 cohorts. And we're pretty much good to go other than our bleeding loyalties. Looks like Rome is into 2 wars here. Are they the same? Okay, we'll take it. We'll have that as well. Have at it. I'm gonna hire this merc and get him up to the oncoming war in Raetia. The Romans have taken our favorite merc here, the 15-man. He had just recovered, and now he's off to fight who even knows who. Gonna pop this national slave happiness here immediately. See if we can hedge off these provincial loyalties. I'm pretty sure that did virtually no good, but sure it did something. We're about ready to declare this war. Let's Let's do it right now. And get going. Yeah, the Roman was kind enough to hire this merc and then have him mull about here. Other than him probably eating all of his food, I think he's off to go and defeat this barbarian. Well, we'll see what happens there. Pretty sure about it. We'll go turn around. I was going to go and get that barbarian, but I don't think there's really any need now. I think he's headed. He is. I'm sure of it. That's nice of him. So this war here is, I think there were 4 or 8,000 cohorts here. We vastly outnumber them. Going to assault that fort. Boom. It's over. Let's head on up here. I'll head down here as well. I'm going to take this opportunity to, I think, build a city in our would-be capital territory here. Let's see if we can get a nice coastal city going. This area here is grain. This one is hemp. Where is this? Actually, this one is right on the border, and it will be easy to supply with pops. So let's get that going, and then we'll move down some pops, these wrong pops, into these cities before we proceed in the war. Spend our money. Unpopulated some city, or move some pops here. Pretty much maxed out this city. Spent maybe 400 gold, and we'll carry on with the war now. Looks as though we're going to meet this conscript and should defeat him handily. At least that would be the hypothesis there, at least. It's over for him. We'll meet up and go up there in force. Sending out proper taxes here with the siege engineer here to see about that fort. And this merc is hopefully going to wipe up these guys or mop them up. Looking good. It's green. It's over. It's over. Another one. And another glorious victory for our mercs. We gave our consort a job. She's rich. She gave us 305. We're going to move some pops right after this war. We are at 100 war score or thereabouts. We should be able to acquire all of these territories, and will. Let's disband this merc and then head back to some central territory here. Off these forts go. And off these prisoners go as well. Looks like that barb stronghold that was, I think, here is gone, so I just changed this to a permanent assimilative policy. I think we'll build another city here in this farmland, normal plains hemp. We'll do that right here. Then we'll be able to easily move pops from this province to this city as needed. Let's see how much it would cost. 80 PI to move the capital. I think I'm going to do that when we end this war, the Roman Cilician War. Looks like we are maxed out on our military experience again, so we'll see about triggering heavy infantry morale, perhaps. Let's do that. This innovation or military tradition is not particularly useful relative to the focal nature of a Marsonian colony, but found city modifier 10% is nice. So, and we plan to found more than a few of them up in this area at some point. I'm pretty sure the Romans have not conquered Veneto and company here. They want us to lay a claim on Veneto, at which point they will surely attack it, and then we'll get a negative modifier for our relations due to having a claim in their territory. Presently, we have no claims against the Romans, and I plan to keep it that way. Seems about as decent a place to end the episode as any. Let's give a summary. We just conquered this area. I moved what druidics there were up in this most distal aspect here, down through these into this, and then here, here, and then they ended up, I believe, in one of these cities here. Speaking of which, we have 1, 2, 3 cities. There's one going up here and another going here. I just switched 3 of these policies around this former barbarian stronghold here to cultural assimilations from tribal or civilization effort. So that should get us more primary culture in our capital region of Illyria. We're going to move the capital from here up to one of these areas here at some point, probably here. How much would that cost? 145. We need to build some aqueducts as well. That sounds like a reasonable idea. We can do a couple of 3 aqueducts. And again, I deleted all the forts. We essentially have none except the one in our capital. In between episodes, I'm just going to let some time pass, move some pops as funding becomes available. I don't think we need to build any more cities. I'm going to try to consolidate more primary culture pops into these cities that I just built. And let's see what else goes on here. The Roman Miltech 3. We're at Miltech 5. Carthage Miltech 3. Macedon Miltech 3. Seleucids 3. So we're doing well. We survived the early game and stayed out of trouble. We have a fair clip of manpower now, and our legions are starting to come online pretty hard. We just, I believe, popped a tradition that will allow us bonus for heavy infantry morale. So why not have more heavy infantry for our legion? We have a bunch of money, and I think we're topped out on manpower, right, or very close to it. We're drilling here. That's the Roman Merc. We're coming back to a central location. That's going to do it. I hope to see you in the next episode.